with the Wolfpack crafting materials now being nerfed, the new best explosive might just be the Deadline. It can be used against all big arc to take them down real quick. And yes, it also needs an arc part now, but it's a Comet Igniter, which is a lot easier to get than a Rocketeer driver. In fact, I'm going to show you a method you can use to farm Comet Igniters really easily. Not only that, but when you kill the comets, you can also get explosive compound, which is also needed for the Deadline. So farming comets successfully can allow you to get so many Deadlines you won't know what to do with them. I'm going to show you the run, the strategy, and the best way to kill the comets effectively in Arc Raiders. First, you're going to want to bring any weapon, doesn't really matter, and some Seeker Grenades. If you don't have the Seeker Grenade blueprint, just go to Stellar Montis and loot pretty much every container. It drops exclusively in Stellar Montis, and the drop rate's fairly high, so just keep searching and you eventually find the Seeker Grenade. This thing is amazing against dealing with the comets, and in fact, it can one-shot the comets. However, you're going to need to get it set up correctly for you to be able to one-shot them, and I'll show you exactly how to do that in this video, and also the best spot to find and farm comets. We'll first be farming comets on Blue Gate Day Raid. You can do it on any day raid, and they usually swarm around extracts. However, you'll find more on Hurricane raids, but it's a lot more frustrating to find them, a lot more dangerous. And whilst you will find more per raid, day raids are safer overall than hurricanes. Later on in the video, I will show you my hurricane raid route though, if you want to try and get as many of these as possible. Once we're in Blue Gate, we're going to want to set up on Warehouse Complex. This is where we're going to get a nice view of the different spawns for the comets. Like I say, they usually spawn around here and here, but they do like to roam around a lot. So stay tuned, keep your eyes peeled. As we come along down here, we're going to find the largest sort of grouping of spawns though. Bear in mind that this is a in-progress raid, so some of them may have been killed. They do respawn, but not super often. We're going to come along down this way, and we'll usually find them right about where I'm standing, or right about down here. I like to set up on the roof of this building, so that I can get a nice view of everything around me. There's a surveyor there. But yeah, they can usually spawn around about here. I'm going to come up along this way and set up on the roof a zip line that's going to allow us to travel across between a couple of the spawn locations. One of them just got exploded somewhere else, so we missed out on that one. Anyway, we come up along here, get out a zip line, and put it right about on that hill there. And then we're going to come along here so we can rotate towards the head house. And come through here. Put another zip line down there. You can sometimes see them rolling around this area as well. They kind of do like to roam a little bit. And then I'm going to try and get the perfect zip line right about down there. Bearing in mind, we've got a Hornet to deal with, and also a turret. Do that fast. Pick out the turret. I'm going to take the zipline. You'll need to jump fast so you don't accidentally clip on it. There's a bastion there that we need to be a little bit careful of as well. Make sure that these alarms aren't active. That one is. Break that out because it will alert the bastion. I'm gonna have a quick look down here to see if there's any spawns. Can't seem to be any at the moment. We can jump on this bus to have a little look. Cannot see any. Another turret. Let's just take that out. Oop. None here. So what we're gonna do now is run back upstairs and go to our initial spot, where we'll be able to find the other spawn point. This would obviously be better on a fresh raid. We're going to go back up to the spot and I'll show you when it spawns in. We'll just skip ahead a little bit. Here's one here. So, what we want to do is shoot it once and then throw a Seeker Grenade directly behind it. And it will immediately one-shot it. If the comet is changing direction, it's not going to work. The Seeker is going to end up hitting the side of its armor, and then you're going to need 3 Seekers. You can loot this side to get explosive compounds, arc coolant, which turns into chemicals, but it's this main core that's most important. This is where you're going to get the Comet Igniter and the explosive compounds, and you're going to need both of those for the deadline. And if the comet explodes, that part of the comet will not spawn. So basically now, we have more spawns that could potentially come in at any point. You'll know that it's a comet spawn because you'll see the normal sort of missile coming in for an arc spawn, but there won't be a flying arc accompanied with it. So it's a pretty good sign that it is a comet. For the time being, we're going to set up here and see if another one spawns. Now, unfortunately, one of the weird things about comets on normal non-hurricane maps is they don't seem to spawn that often. Or sometimes once they've been eliminated, they don't seem to spawn back whatsoever. I'm not sure what causes this, but it can make farming them pretty difficult on normal day raids. It's a lot easier to kill them and see them on normal day raids, but you're definitely going to see them a lot less per raid. So you can use this to farm a few if you desperately need to get a couple deadlines, but if you want to farm up a stack of deadlines, I do think hurricane mode is better. I would suggest putting away the anvil and bringing in the patina in case things don't go to plan. And once again, bringing in some seeker grenades. Now, you can one-shot even in the hurricane, and I'll try to give you some suggestions on how you can do that. Just bear in mind it's a lot harder because the seeker grenade gets pushed around in the storm, so you're going to need to kind of account for the direction the storm is blowing and throw your seeker grenade based on that to try and predict how to get it to land in the core. If it doesn't hit the core, you're going to have to follow up with some patina bullets. We are going to take in quite a little bit of heavy ammo. This is our failsafe in case the comet doesn't get killed by the seeker and we end up having to use another alternative to make sure that the comet dies and we can actually loot it, and we also don't take too much damage from it. Now, we're going to be doing this on Spaceport Hurricane. It can be done on any hurricane map. I actually prefer Blue Gate Hurricane because they spawn around here. It's fairly easy to find them. But Spaceport is also another popular choice, and I'll show you why. Let me just get a utility raider key a second. There are a fair number of spawns around about here and here, so it can be pretty easy to find them. Bear in mind that once most of the comets are dead, there'll sort of be a wave that spawns in a little bit later on that you'll need to be prepared for as well. So there's a bit of patience for this. There's going to be a bit of waiting around from time to time when there aren't spawns, but when there are spawns, there could be quite a lot of them. Right, we're in. We've got a nice little spawn at the start. If we go to the launch tower, one of the cool things is we can actually get more of a view of what's around us. I guess because of the way the storm blows into the launch towers, or maybe it's to do with our actual height on the map. But either way, we can actually visually see around us further than we can on any other map. So it's quite a nice little way for us to spot comets when they do roll around this area. Now, here's another little tip. I feel like the comets start to spawn far more often halfway through the match. In the first 10 minutes, you don't really see many at all, but the remaining 15 minutes of the match, you start to see a bunch. So I actually decided to just wait it out until about 15 minutes left on the match, and then I started hunting comets, and it started to get pretty hectic. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that was definitely... There we go. Right here. I'm gonna have to shoot this one like crazy, dude. But as you can see, as long as we focus the core, we're good. Should be another one somewhere as well. It's, like I said, it's usually groups of 3. But as the raid goes on, I feel like they spawn more frequently, which is why you might jump in and feel like, I can't find any comets. Like, this sucks. Where are they? I'm not getting any loot. If you stay till the end, I'm pretty sure things start to get more and more hectic. Really, really is quite interesting. As you can see, another spawn. That is a firefly, I think. Oh, it's a comet. There we go. Over there. You see a comet. Which is really, really nice. So you can do that ping just to see what arc spawned in, because you can't really see it through the hurricane. That ping is going to save you a lot. Just try and predict one now, right, with the wind. If we can get one solo here. Looked like only one spawned in. Come along here. The wind is blowing towards the right. So if I throw the Seeker more towards the left, we might be able to get a one-shot kill, right? As the Seeker kind of blows into the wind. Where did it go? Is that a comet there? Oh, here we go. I hear it. We throw it to the left. Oh, I didn't even get it out. What the? Okay. Never mind. That was weird. We'll try that again. We'll try that again. As you can see, the raid is starting to tick on and the Ark are spawning back more and more frequently now. At least it feels that way. Look at that. More of them. What is that over there?
Over there. There.
Cannot really see. The Firefly. Okay. No problem. Where's the final extract? I mean, we've got a hatch kiss. It doesn't really matter. Another spawn over there. See what that is. Didn't really manage to fit. There we go. Comet. So the wind is blowing slightly towards the right. You want to throw it like there. Well, that hit a tick or something. Okay, we got it. The Seeker ended up hitting a tick underground. Interesting. Or maybe there's another comet down there. Who knows? Right, so we're going to just keep walking across this area now. There could have been a lot of spawns that are just coming in. Is that one there? It is. It's really far away, this one, so it's got a long distance to travel. Look at that. It's a pretty straightforward one. Oh, missed it. Okay. Another thing that's really hard with the comets is they'll bounce over literally anything, which throws it off track a lot. Makes it a lot harder. But either way, the spawns are coming in. We're getting our comets. It's coming along nicely. As the raid goes on, you just start to come across so many. And look, we've got 11 explosive compounds here. Ooh. Okay, we've got a Firefly and a Hornet. We're going to need to go underground here. Steal the Hornet first. We don't have any shields or anything, so... Okay, and then the Firefly. If we shoot it first, it's going to open up the canister, and we want to try and hit that yellow canister. There we go. One more shot should do it. It's really hard, man. It's really... The Fireflies are nasty if you get caught out by them outside. But lucky there. We don't have much ammo left. We need to be careful. We still have a lot of Seekers, though. I'm going to go along this way now. Because there are usually some spawns around this way. And, I mean, so far we've got 6 comets and 6 comet igniters, 11 explosive compound. So that is, well, 6 deadlines worth. If we can make up for the explosive compound somewhere else. There's a spawn. That's probably a duo of them, to be honest. 2 red lines. I'm pretty sure the red thing means it's a new Ark. I could be wrong, but I think the red means it's a comet and Firefly. I thought originally it was only a Firefly, but I think it can also mean comet as well. There we go. Yep. This is a pretty shallow. It's going underground, dude. Throw that. The wind is blowing too far in a different direction. Oh well. There's another one underground. Like I say, full auto weapon saves us. If we didn't have a full auto weapon, I don't know how it would be. There's one there. Yeah, we need to be really careful of this one. Throw it slightly to the left here. Didn't quite do it, but that's fine. Nice flat ground like this makes it super easy to line up our shots. And we're starting to rack up more and more comments now. We only have 20... This is weird, this is on fire. That's strange. I think that one blew up somehow. On its own. 20 bullets left. 10 minutes. This is where the juice happens. There's a snitch that spawned in. Oh, okay. So it's actually just any arc that comes down in the fire. That comes down has fire. I guess maybe that's just a visual effect because of the hurricane. There's another one there. So the wind is blowing pretty heavily this way. So if I shoot here and then aim for like there, that might hit it. No, not quite. Oh, well. See how it like bounces up and down? Like, it's so hard to get an angle on it sometimes. Unless it's on super flat terrain. Either way, gathering up quite a nice collection now. So look at that. We got 3, 6, 9, 11 comet igniters and 19 explosive compounds in a single match. It's going to go a long way towards crafting a lot of deadlines.